So you are chasing the
Welcome to DNA Gaming. We are back, episode 11, man. Long season right now. We are in week 13, 2030. 7 seasons in. We are 6 seasons removed from a national title under the Shador watch. Watch me. Through the Shador and Travis Hunter era. Man, at this point right now, we feel like we have that next quarterback. And some might say one of the most generational talents that if he came out his junior season after the end of this season will be one of the most anticipated quarterbacks since Andrew Luck, right? One of those can't miss predictions if whoever gets him getting. And Peyton Manning's son, Marshal Manning. Okay. Now, the Colorado Buffaloes are the number 2 ranked team in the nation right now. They did play in the national title last year, actually getting a wake up call from the Oregon Ducks, a rival team, a team that we can't stand. We don't like Dan Lanning and their offensive coordinator over there, Patrick Falk. Let's take a look at what's going on in the season right now. If the playoffs was to start today, looks like the Colorado Buffs are the number 1 seed in the playoffs. They will be having a bye. So they're finishing their regular season up to be able to sit right in this spot right here where they'll be the number 1 team in the playoffs throughout the playoff tree, right? You'll see Notre Dame at 4. You'll see LSU sitting at 3. Ohio State sitting at 2. Now, all 4 of those teams will have to play in conference championship games, right? With Notre Dame being 10-0, ranked for the first time in 4 seasons. Colorado, number 2 ranked overall, but number 1 in the playoffs. Number 6, LSU, who's number 3 in the playoffs, 9-1, and the Ohio State. They got a big time game that they play the Oregon Ducks. Both teams are undefeated right now. Ohio State hasn't beaten Oregon in a while, and this matchup is going to be vital, right? Because not only do they have to play in the regular season, they're going to come right back and have to play in a conference championship game if things go the right way. And that's going to be crucial to the loser of this game, because if one person loses and then they lose in that same game in the championship game, they get them 2 losses and probably a spot not in the playoffs right now. Because if you look at all the teams that are in the first round right now, Central Michigan is tearing it up for the group of 5 right now, 10-0. They're ranked 24 in the nation. Oklahoma, they're the number 1 ranked team in the nation right now, but yet LSU has the quarterfinal bye right now because they're both undefeated in conference play, although LSU is 9-1. So you're looking at Oklahoma sitting at 10-0. They have a super senior that's up for the Johnny Unitas Award, and Diab Bell. He's carrying this football team and trying to bring them back to the glory days of 2025 when they won their national title under Coach Max, right? They're trying to get back to that status right now. How about Texas, right? They got a really good quarterback in Mario Dove. And you're going to see that around the country, right? When you look at North Carolina, it's the run game, right? Offensive line strength and run game, and play solid defense over there for Belichick. Todd Belichick over there, right? But this Texas team is giving the SEC some power right now, right? 9-1. sitting at number 8 in the nation, number 9 overall. And you're looking at North Carolina, they came out of nowhere, right? Since season 1, 2024, we really haven't heard nothing from North Carolina, but now with the new coach, they got Todd Belichick, right? His half black grandson took over the team after Belichick split with the 24-year-old he was dating. And surprise, surprise, his grandson took over that relationship, and now he's the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels right now. They're sitting at 10-0, right, with their biggest win over Miami early in the season. Screaming that the Tar Heels are back. They're just not a hardwood team. They're not the basketball program. They are a football program as well. Cincinnati in the Big 12 sitting at 9-2. They're number 10 in the nation, number 11 overall in the playoffs right now. They'll be facing Oregon, who's 10-0 right now, looking to four-peat, right? Oregon has won the last 3 national titles. And then USC is back in the mix at 8-2. And they look like they'll be lined up against number 5, Miami, who's the number 7 seed in the playoffs at 9-1. So all these teams are fighting to continue to keep their playoff dreams alive. And we shall see as the season goes on. Before we get to that Colorado Kansas Jayhawk game, we definitely got to take a look at the awards list and see who's dominating what, when, where, and how. All right, so over the last 3 weeks, Deion Dawsey has taken over for Sincere Johnson, but man, Sincere Johnson is having a hell of a senior year, and he's rising up all the draft boards right now. All that draft experts got Sincere Johnson looking like he's a top 5 pick on most boards right now. Deion Dawsey, true sophomore. He's going to have a few more years in college, but like this guy, let's not forget he was on the Heisman race last year. He was in it all the way up until the end of it. Miami really got back to what the U is, right? Not only do they have Deion Dawsey, when he come out, he'll be that guy. They also have Chad Spears. He's draft eligible as a redshirt sophomore from out of Morris Plains, New Jersey. But they're right and left defensive ends, man. And listen, look, Miami is a attack defense, right? They went and got a coordinator that reminds you of, I don't want to say Buddy Ryan in a sense, right? Like think of any guy that wants to send it, right? They're sending pressure at you, and they're going to cause chaos and make you have to figure things out. And you'll see it as you're looking at these guys up for awards right now. You can see the Mad Blitzer. That's what they call their defensive coordinator, the Mad Blitzer. K'Mon Gubu, the Mad Blitzer. And because of that, they really, really put people in bad situations, right? Like they just want chaos around your quarterback from the time he snapped the ball to the time the play is over. Just chaos all around him, right? And it starts with these 2 DNs. We talked about Sincere Johnson, top 5. Taven Troop, man, he's polishing himself up as a receiver, right? For the most part, draft analysts had him as a punt return, kick returner, which gives him major value in the NFL, right? But now, the way he's playing football now, he's starting to show he can run the route tree a little bit. Like I always going to go back to that Clemson game they had, where he showed he can absolutely run the route tree, and he's just not a one-trick pony. So now that he got a full deck of cards in his hand right now, and he's good, and he's showing right now that he might be the number 1 receiver in this draft. Like this draft class could be a really loaded receiver room, and he's a junior, right? And he can absolutely stay and surprise everybody and not come out. But right now he's working himself up that draft board as well. Paris Bullock, young middle linebacker, right? He's playing really well. He's number 5 on the Player of the Year list. He's playing really well right now, though, right? But like he's not a household name yet. He's working his way into that. Everybody knows C.J. Sadler Jr., right? This is Colorado's weapon. He's a legit one at the receiver, right? But this guy is the closest thing to what Travis Hunter was for Colorado, because he could play on both sides of the ball. And it's crazy because when he came out as a recruit, as an athlete, that's what it was. What side of the ball will he play on? Well, most of the country that was recruiting him wanted him to play corner. And nobody learned from Travis Hunter and how Deion handled that situation at all. And they kept trying to, make him conform into being what they want him to be. And Deion came in and let him be what he wanted to be, which is he loves playing receiver and he can play corner because he's just that good. And the stats show it right now. He's not playing the same amount of snaps on both sides of the ball as Travis Hunter, but when called on at cornerback, he is amazing at that position as well. But as a receiver, he fighting to find out if he comes out this year or not. Is he the guy, right? Is he the number 1 receiver in this class? And if so, will he be the highest receiver to be taken since Keyshawn Johnson? I think experience tells you everything when it comes down to players, right? And when you think about an experienced player, right, the boy we call Javi, Hazi, we call him Javio. But Javio, man, like over the last couple of seasons for the Oregon Ducks, the man has been a ball carrier, right? In a system where they want to throw the ball all around the park, they have the best running back number wise right now in college football, right? There's nobody leading the league and rushing like he is right now. He's doing what he's doing right now. And that's the reason why number 8 on this list, Buck McClellan, the quarterback, was able to transition from Achilles Smith Jr. being a guy over the last 6-7 years. He played in college football for 7 years, fellas. He's now off in the NFL. He was the number 3 pick in last year's draft. But Buck McClellan, his first year starting, and this is what Oregon does, right? They let him process out, right? Guys come in as freshmen, you ain't playing, you're on a red shirt, and you're going to develop your way up into the starting role. And he's doing an excellent job at the quarterback position. And because they brought Osborne back, he didn't like his second round grade. So they brought him back, right? And because of that, it made things easy for Buck McClellan in a sense, right? Because not just that, because they do have a young group of receivers, right? Oregon graduated a lot of seniors last year. So, in all effects, this is a rebuilding year for Coach Falk and them over there in Oregon. But the one surplus they had on their team was Javi, Mr. O, right? And because of that, they felt comfortable. But the problem is those players been in the program for so long, the system is in them. So, they plug and play. And Buck McClellan looks like he's been the starting quarterback for the last 3 years, the way he's playing for them right now, sitting at 8. Jacoby Clapper's been around forever. He's finally a senior. We know he will be getting drafted, right? I don't know if he's a day one guy or not, but we know he will be getting drafted. And D.I. Bell went quiet. He went dark for 2 seasons. And he's back right now in his senior year, right? Redshirt senior year. He's back. He's producing. He got his team undefeated, got him in the conversation, the national championship talk. And right now, he's doing his thing. He's also up for the Johnny Unitas Award and Quarterback of the Year as well. Marshal Manning, right? The sheriff's son. Omaha 2. Generational quarterback, man. And not only is he coming with the Manning last name, right? He ain't getting that tax on him, right? There's no Manning's tax at all. It's all celebration, right? The NFL think he's the best thing since sliced bread. They really think he's the best Manning to come out between all the quarterbacks. Archie, the father, Peyton, Eli, and then the nephew Arch Manning, Marshall Manning, the twin. His twin sister is an athlete as well. Colorado volleyball and soccer. There you have it, Mr. Eminem. Jake Cruel. Jake the Snake, right? 5-star coming out of his class 2026. He's in his redshirt sophomore year. He's a 2026 guy for real. Like these guys, most of them are real life guys, right? Jake Cool is actually one of the best edge rushers in the 2026 class in real life. But he's a redshirt sophomore right now, and he finally got to start from IMG Academy after having to sit behind guys like London Merritt and Alexander McPherson, and he's the next up for that pipeline of IMG Academy high school players coming to Colorado. All right, let's get to the head coaching right now. Willie Scruggs, obviously they're undefeated. Quincy Irvin, Memphis is there too. Adrian Peterson, Hitman Holla, Coach Falk, Kevin Baca, Notre Dame, and Deion Sanders. Best quarterback right now, Buck McClellan is taking over that right now. This race has been changed between multiple quarterbacks, right? Buck McClellan sitting there, Oregon. D.I. Bell, number 2, dual threat quarterback, right? I think out of the quarterbacks, all of them are scramblers, all of them are dual threat, but I think D.I. Bell and I will go with Felix Talib are probably the most really dual threat quarterbacks, meaning they're designed running, there's ain't nothing there, they're taking off and they're getting ghosts. They run the ball more than the rest of these guys. Like the rest of them have dual threat capability, but they're not really being used as dual threat quarterbacks. D.I. Bell is in that mix right now. Marshall Manning is third on the list right now. I mean, he's got to be third after that horrendous performance he put up, right? He went crazy in their last game, but then he really got cocky, and this is the thing his father been fighting as the offensive coordinator, been fighting him from getting to the point where you know you can make every throw, you have a cannon in the arm, and you feel like you can out throw DBs all over the field. He threw 4 picks last week, and that's why he dropped down to the third. He's never thrown more than 2 interceptions in a game before. He threw 4 last week, and that's been the talk all week leading up to this Kansas game that they're about to play in a few minutes. Taylor Bryant, the reason why Notre Dame is there because their redshirt junior out of Concord, California, is having an outstanding season right now, and he's in the mix of everything right now. When you talk about Felix Talib, right? Felix Talib will lead the league in yards, touchdowns, all that stuff, and he do throw a lot of interceptions. They're calling him Jameis Winston. And that's what's killing him. It's killing his draft stock right now because the NFL is all about what they've seen before. So when you get a player comp and they've seen it before, they're going to ask yourself, you either going to go high in the draft because of it, or you're going to fall in the draft because of it, right? And his player comp is Jameis Winston right now. That man can throw touchdowns and can win some ball games, but best believe those interceptions are coming right along with it. Mario Dove, another quarterback that we think has a shot to, put his name in the hat, right? Like, put my name in the hat, shake that bitch up, and you might want to pick me before the rest of these quarterbacks when it's time for me to come out. Joe Lewis for LSU might be the fastest quarterback in the country, right? Like, when he go to the combine, you're looking at a 4.3 guy, right? For sure. Like, that's going to get any and everybody heads turning right now. Defensive player of the year, Deion Dawson, Sincere Johnson, Chad Spears. And I think that fight will stay between those 3 the rest of the season. Defensive back, man, look, man, you got redshirt freshman, 6'3", 223-pound cornerback. Like, we haven't seen a cornerback with this size. But this is what Miami do. They go find them slot guys, the joker position, and they do everything, right? They just football players, right? They can literally cover. They can play the run. They can get after the quarterback, right? And this kid has the size to do all of it. They want to put him on the edge and let him go get 20 sacks. He can do it, right? He probably got about 12 on the season right now. And not just for nothing, he's probably got more interceptions than anybody in the country right now. Like, they do a good job of the mad blitzing, right? The mad rusher. They do a good job. Their defensive coordinator is called the mad rusher. And they do a good job of causing chaos and putting people in. Like, you got to really do good film studying and have some really good man-to-man covering guys all over the field to be able to execute the style of play that they play in Miami for defense, right? It's nuts because they can literally have you in a game where you don't do anything because you don't have the time to do it. Jet Washington, Kobe Bryant's nephew, sitting here at 3, man. I think this is the best safety in the country. He waited his time when he finally got on the field as a true freshman. Like, he came out and was one of those kids that said, I came to Coach Prime to play for the Colorado Buffaloes because I feel like they need me. And I see myself as a day one starter. And he wasn't lying. And come on, man. If you're going to talk confident, cocky like that, who else does that, right? Their head coach feels like that about himself all the time, right? Don't let my confidence fuck with your insecurities, right? Like, simple as that. And Jack Washington, I mean, coming from that Black Mamba, they starting to call him Black Mamba, right? Baby Mamba is what they call him, right? He related to Kobe Bryant. That's his nephew. He went to Bishop Gorman out there in Las Vegas. And look, man, at 6'5", man, at safety, and you can do everything, man. Jason Burnett, Miami cornerback, another one of those guys, right? He's a star player. Fort Myers, Florida, right? Where he from? Man shell, right? This guy will. That's just, and this is what you need when you are playing in that defense. You better be a specialist at the cornerback position. Steve Atwater Jr. He's a legacy player. You know what his dad did at Denver, right? 6'3", 220 pounds. He's in his senior year right now, looking to try to become a first rounder somehow, some way, right? But he's putting it down. I don't see that. I see him somewhere as a day 2, day 3 guy. Maybe, 3rd round. Maybe his ceiling is the 3rd round, 4th round. His floor, but his ceiling is probably 2nd round. Darryl Mills, run support and safety, sitting right there, strong safety at number 6. And then my boy Brant Arrington, man-to-man guru, right? To me, I absolutely feel like, and I'm just saying it because Coach Prime said it, this is the best cornerback in the country. And he's right from my neck of the woods. Home bred, right where I was bred from. Wearing a number 2 just like me and everything. Balling. Then there's Kobe Springs. Starting to see some legacy players. The nephew of Sean Springs at Ohio State at number 8. Moses Irvin, the other safety. Like, this Miami team, you're going to see them plastered all over award race because they ball out. Randy Coffey, strong safety, Dorian Barney at Colorado, and then DeAndre Fournette really this is the safest corner in the draft, right? If when he come out, he's gonna be safest corner in the draft. This is a can't miss, right? Like this guy was born to play cornerback. Like DeAndre Fournette, since he arrived at Ohio State, has been nothing but a shutdown corner. All right, man. Best running back, you got Javi Osborne, looking to shut it down and stop the arguments of maybe Dakota Tune or maybe Deshaun Rideau can take over that number one spot at best running backs. I don't see it, but those three are dogs. And then Jorge Paredes is a baller for Texas. And looking at Parker Wilcox for Penn State, Jaron Tanley, Miami, Trevor Colley, he was the number one player in his class coming out. An athlete who actually started his career as a receiver, moved back to the running back position for his second season. He's doing a hell of a job at it. Steve Hagg, Notre Dame, Rah-Rah, Oklahoma, and Oscar Santos, East Carolina. Best wide receiver in the country right now, leading that race is Taven Troop. Number 2 is C.J. Sadler Jr., Marco Aguilar for Penn State, Andre Felkitz for TCU. He's a dog. Deion Thomas, man. Look at Deion Thomas, right? Redshirt freshman, 6'4", 195 deep threat. Does have speed to do his thing. And then you're looking at Sincere Brown. Sincerely yours, the transfer from Campbell. Like, he is a dog. And, again, I think this Colorado wide receiver room is stacked, and they got dogs all over the place. You look at Allen Stock, Notre Dame. You got a quarterback. You got a, ready? Their head coach said, give me a quarterback, give me a running back that can do a little bit of both to help me in all three phases, be a blocker, be a receiver, and a great runner. Give me a tight end and the number one slot type receiver, right? Or just that guy at receiver, and watch the triangle go to work. Jacquez Sandland, listen, man, to be a number 2 receiver, he go anywhere in the country, he's the number 1 receiver on that team. Right, but he's playing behind that kid Troop up top right there, where last year one of them had 3,000 plus yards and the other one had 2,000. Right, these are numbers that Miami was putting up. That right, that they're playing fast football, right, fast track. Let's go. They're getting up and down the field. He is not playing. Chad Lowell, the number 2 receiver for Penn State, true sophomore. And you're looking at LSU's George Polanco. Gil Falk, the 6'6" freak, and then Ohio State's Khalil Papo, who I think is the leader of this their whole football team, right? Oregon and Ohio State play tonight. If Oregon want to stop Ohio State's offense, they're going to have to find a way to put the clamps on this kid right here, because he's the engine to make that offense go, for sure. And then while you trying to cover that guy, your number 2 is on the guy that should be your number 1 on you, man. Look at that size and think about this. Is about 96. We talking about 4'2", 4'3" type of speed to go along with that 6'6" frame, 210-pound body. Lombardi Award, we're just going to talk about the top 3 because the same names there, right? Deion Dawsey, Chad Spears, Jake Kroll from Colorado, and Brad Radovich. Tajay Overton, the big senior on the block here. Everybody else is sophomores. And you're looking at senior from Oklahoma, Jackson Samuel Ford. Cordell Lyles might be the best interior player in the country. Remember I said that. And he's on the redshirt sophomore. Looking at Buda Israel, Kevin Polly, Aiden Harris, Nick Adongo from Miami, and then Danny Host. Golden Arm, senior quarterback, right? This award is presented to the senior quarterback of the year. We're looking at D.I. Bell. Storm Bibbs, that's who we played last week. He's a dog. Tevin Kennedy, and then here's my guy, Brett Vincent. Whoever gets him in the draft this year is getting the guy that's going to start for the next 6 years for him, guaranteed. Best defensive end, Deion Dawsey, Spears, Poole, Radovich, and then Samuel Ford with Pili right there, too. All right, interior offensive lineman. Best O-line right now, Larry Spineski from Auburn, Alabama's Trent Ingram, LaMarcus Yancey, Tulane, Cash Cleveland, Colorado, and then Mitch Fowler, top 5. Let's go best tight ends, Cornell Warren. It's just something about the tight end position in Oregon. They always win this award, right? But they're going to be challenged by Jeremiah Garrison, Tyreek Biggers, and Ross Toon from Oklahoma, along with Steve Dukes. Remember, Steve Dukes transferred from Tennessee and been a baller for Ohio State, along with Akeem Zach. B. Julius Miles, Colorado, Deontay Coate. Yep, he's related to that Coate. Julius Parkinson, Auburn, and Brandon Fournette. Yes, he is related to the DeAndre Fournette for Ohio State. Boys Award, offensive and defensive coordinators, yeah. Best linebackers: Sincere Johnson, Paris Bullock, Jacoby Clapper, Andy Katzenmoyer II, John Guzman, Earl Sumners, right? So you're looking at Oregon and Miami with 2 right away in the top, 6? Then you're looking at Junior Lemons and Tyler Atkins. Atkinson is the water boy. He do his thing over there for Colorado, could do it all. And then Texas is, and then R.J. Hawk, another legacy player for Ohio State, along with Cincinnati's DeMarco Blunt and Storm Miller for Oklahoma. Best center in the country: Cash Cleveland, Mitch Fowler, Josh Norwood. And then you're looking at best returner, right? Is anybody going to take it down from Taven Troop? He's won it 2 years in a row. Can he be his third? Ted Gentry, the third, will absolutely push the envelope there, along with Deontay or Denton Wall for Notre Dame. All right, that's what your awards look like. Let's check about the Heisman race before this game about to kick off, man. Please tune in to the Colorado-Kansas Jayhawk ball game, man. It's going to be lit, right? We're going to show y'all what Marshal Manning and Peyton Manning talked about in their Thursday night interview before this game. Deion Dawsey's number 1, Chad. All defensive players, top 3. And you're looking at Taven Troop, and Miami is owning this list. Again, 4 out of 5 are from the University of Miami. Putting it on right now. Big time shit. Good shit, my boy Cameron Guru. All right, now let's talk about it, right? Peyton really was upset with his son. They hit the film room big time right now. They are home. They are going to be at Buff Nation to take on Kansas Jayhawks, and that game is coming up right now, so tune in. They asked Sincere Brown what uniforms do they want to put on, and we ready to find out what Colorado decided to wear. All right, you know, Buffy, listen, if Ralphie get himself to at least a 35, it's going to be a good game today. It's a sold-out crowd here in Boulder, Colorado, and football is in the air. 6-4 Kansas Jayhawks, Big 12 matchup about to happen right now. You talk about it, right? There's a lot of guys. You see the smoke coming out there, Miles. It's a cold day today in Boulder, right? Not too cold. You got girls out there in T-shirts and shit. Skitching right now. You know that bitch high as hell. And it's senior day right now. How many seniors on this Colorado team? Pretty good amount. Ask yourself, what's the over-under? It's football in the air because we're getting close to that time of the year where playoffs is in the mix for college football, and then playoffs for the NFL is in the mix right now as well. Let's see how it kicks off, and let's get it right now. They decided to come out all black with the gold jerseys and the white helmets, the white socks today.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Jayhawks offense is on the field for the first time today. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Paul.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
I mean, they got a dog at quarterback, but we don't give a two shits about that. Right now, our game plan is to shut shit down.
So strong.
Take a tackle, good shit. Brandon Arrington, do two things at once. Cover your man. Listen, man, we not getting beat, man. Nothing open. I think that's what's starting to make this football team special down the stretch. They realizing that they can line up. They don't got to blitz. They don't got to do none of that. Just line up and Emmanuel and just see who beats who. Because the one thing you know for these edge rushers and these defensive linemen is this. They are going to get some time to get to the quarterback because the back end are going to be on lockdown, right? Most teams are going to try to pick on these safeties who also are good in man-to-man situations. And on the other end of it, you're going to try to pick on linebackers who also are pretty solid in their assignments right now. So we'll see how things go. There's my boy. Sincere. While we're driving right now, we're going to talk to Peyton Manning's son, Marshal, on the 4-pick performance he had last week. When he spoke to reporters, he said he got into a duel match that was unnecessary, and like everybody knew it. So it's like there's no hiding it. I was undisciplined, and instead of me running the offense, I started doing whatever I wanted. And I think his dad got to him right now because his roommate is C.J. Sadler Jr. and he ain't throwing him the ball as of right now in this drive. Both passes he threw has went to Sincere Brown. Just because it's the goal line and we can do it. I'm a little jet sweep for the touchdown. Sedarian Morgan, the 5-star superstar, the elite athlete at receiver. He wear the 2, and every time he scored, he beat the Shador. He's celebrating Shador how they did him in the drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
All right, so the line kept Marshal Manning clean on that drive, right? 2 pass plays, 1 run. They didn't touch him at all. Now, he did deliver 3 pass plays, right? He got kept the jet sweep as a pass as well. But he got the read. He got to his 3rd read on the slant and a drag coming. He had 2 drags coming actually, and he actually got to his third read on that play. But he wasn't touched at all. It was a good thing.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
One thing about Barney, I will tell you this, man. Teams do try him on them hookups all the time. And then eventually what ends up happening is he start picking them shits off.
They'll go to the ground.
Oh. The Big 12 got some really strong running backs, right? Big country-ass white boys that don't got no problem putting their face mask or their body on you. Like, he stiff arms the shit out of that face.
Right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
When you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal in front.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw.
Come on. Somebody over there getting beat man-to-man right now.
Down at the 28, a chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
They playing a hookup game, folks.
After that last completion,
Stay disciplined. They will run the ball. Stay disciplined.
Trying play action. Trying to get to it.
Ooh, I would have picked that off.
Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down.
That crowd rocking right now.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Nobody throw it to. That's great man-to-man coverage. Right now, that defensive line is turning around and talking to that secondary saying great coverage. And if that quarterback is barely walking off of that hit, good. Early.
With the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
And here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
The kicker from Africa, they keep going to Africa, getting these soccer players, turning them into kickers. The whole nation got them. All black kickers now. We starting to take over that position now too. God damn. Look at homeboy in the yellow fade. Oh my God. Who pushed his hairline back?
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same.
All right, it's showing blitz right now. Let's see if we can get there. I don't know if we got any team short routes right now. Let's get back out of it. Get the ball with it. Get back out of it. And keep him in.
Going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know they only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities for throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this
Look at the throw. That guy just got to his fourth read. Nah. And this is why the NFL scouts come to his football games to watch him go through read 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to know your plays to be able to get to that, right?
Great job on the offense so far having success.
Watching the safety high here, throw it right away, let him catch it, make a play. Probably could have went to the post route, but he stayed away from it.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
First down is that, guys. On this drive, this defense has got to find a way. They're playing way too many snaps.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Pressure is on the way and the pressure has arrived and down he goes at the 30. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's
So we're not just going to ignore this. Not today. Not today. We're not going to ignore this. Look at this. Who's doing that? Who's doing that in the country right now? We're not ignoring this. We're breaking that down. All right, so, we got verticals coming right now. We do still see one safety high. And here's the thing. There's a guy on the edge over here, and there's a safety still sitting right there. So either they're worrying about our number one receiver right now, or they're showing us that they're in zone right now, right? And maybe, just maybe, somebody's coming extra, right? Nope, everything drops in coverage. We see it. So now we're looking at this safety right here to see what he's going to do, because this guy already showed what he's doing. So we know they're in cover 3 right now, right? Look how homeboy's standing there waiting for shit to come. We know they're in cover 3 right now. We got 2 situations, right? And it's a match defense at the same time, because watch this jam right there at the number 5, right? You see Keys getting jammed. Now, we see that, but we also see number 10 is going to stretch this post guy out, so he got to follow it. Look at the dot. We could have hit that, but look at the dot. Look at that throw. What are we talking about? It's not even close. What are we talking about?
On critical down and distances, let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He'll take it himself.
What are we talking about? Not even close.
Take it all the way. Touchdown, Bucks.
Do the That's your door. That's your door. Watch me. It's not even close, man. Best quarterback in the nation.
Offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Marshall Manning talking shit. He went to the sideline and told his dad, "Don't call. Let me call the plays." His dad like, "Calm down. This is what got you in trouble last week. Let me call the plays, man. We going 5 wides the rest of the game. There's no reason to even line up and nothing else. We got the receivers to do it." Nope. Calm your little ass down. I could bet money when they come out in their next series, they're going to be under center and Peyton going to run the ball. Because you got to keep his quarterback under control. This guy is a gunslinger. And when he start making plays, he start acting like an idiot. He start showing that confidence and start wilding out there. That ain't going to work.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness.
That is not going to work for us.
This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward.
Crowd rocking.
Some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right?
You knew it was coming to chase it. Pussy.
That makes this team go. That makes them tick. That makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some...
You don't got time for the bullshit at all. Wipe it off.
That's what I like most about this
When you feel like a pimp, then go on, wipe your shoulders off. Your pimps too. Go on, wipe your shoulders off. Linebackers is pimps too. Go on, wipe your shoulders off. Get that dirt off your shoulder. Y'all hear it? It's fucking rocking and moving. That's a jam-packed stadium, bro. It ain't even no seats left. They don't really let him. When we do let him return them, though, you better get that dirt off your shoulder. Let's go. Great first quarter. Let's see what type of, let's see where the leash is at on his son, man. Peyton Manning, the offensive coordinator for the Colorado Buffalo. Marshall Falk is still the running backs coach here. And Coach Prime is still who he is, the head coach. What I tell y'all, he was going to come out on the center. He was going to keep his quarterback on the wraps today. The man on fire, but hey, man.
Leaves it with the back.
Hey, man.
Spins away from the defense.
Hey, man.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they
Hey, man.
get him on the ground. They'll put it in
Come on, eye close, power right. Eye close, power right. This motherfucker changing the play. Come on, bro. Oh, yeah, his dad about to snap. Better not be wrong. Cover 3. You're wrong.
He'll try to do it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
First down! I think you just let him play, man, because he acting like a fucking maniac right now. Just let the boy play. You're not going to pick him off. There you go. That's the calm down right there. Calm your ass down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short game.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
You better get that dirt on your shoulder. You better get that dirt off your shoulder. You better get that dirt off your shoulder. Let me get a t-shirt. Oh, you know, with the Reebok. Everything is ball placement there, right? You don't make them got reach for it. You throw it in a comfortable situation. It's just an out route right off the RPO and let him catch it and turn up, right? Enough sideline to better turn up and just keep the speed and accelerate. He's playing football today, fellas. That man is playing football. He's running that offense today. You still got to keep him under wraps, though, because he's a maniac. When you got a hot head at the quarterback position, man, you like it. You like his competitive edge, but you gotta keep him at base level, right? Because if you don't, that boy will start doing some shit you don't want to see him doing.
And the returner is stopped. been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around, see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap. Itching to fire downfield. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down?
Good hit.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got enough to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks his free.
The headache gang is out there. They out here banging.
Jayhawks will line up to punt it away.
What Deion won't let him go. One fair catch that.
Coming here as he signals for the clear catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Dances away from the heat. He'll let it go down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And that's why you want to keep him under control. I'm not mad at the play call. I'm just mad at him and the receiver ain't on the same page right there because I don't know. I mean, they do a lot of work together, but still, that was just bad. That was just bad football. That was just a bad play right there, right? He wanted to come out of this game clean, and one mistake was made, right? Him and the receiver weren't on the same page.
Gets it out quickly. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass.
I know where to go, nowhere to hide. Ain't nowhere to go, nowhere to hide.
You gotta be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got to
You better either throw or bet. If you don't throw, you better slide. Ain't nowhere to go, ain't nowhere to hide. If you don't make the throw, then your ass better slide. Ain't nowhere to go, ain't nowhere to hide. If you don't make the throw, then your ass better slide. Because we sliding on y'all right now. All right, man, get your ass back out there and make it happen. Throw a pick, throw a bomb.
Great contact on that ball.
These niggas out here punting the shit out the ball all week. Yeah, that's why.
What a really good
Wow. Bro, they ain't give me no space to catch the fucking football. Bitch ass niggas.
You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And hey, even calls a turnover, that's just great.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better. And the ball comes
Give us the ball back. We going to the crib. Jake Cool, Jake the Snake. Hey. Hey, get that ball back. Get that ball back. You just should do it. Get that ball back, bitch. Get that ball back. This should do it.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit. The ball pops.
Where them niggas come from, the portal? God damn, how they jump on his back out of nowhere? James Johnson.
You always want to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player. Give me that 6.
Get that muff punt, yeah, get that fumble right back.
He'll start this drive firing. He lets one fly deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete.
They tried this.
He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw.
Good throw. I ain't mad at that at all. Oh, they picking on a young corner.
But the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking deep down.
Give me that shit. There you go. That's Dion Little Netflix.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Now that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like you got the middle of the field safety, everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Buffaloes in the hurry up.
I saw it. And there we go right there. I saw it. I saw that. We saw it first. Calm down.
He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown.
I saw it. Sincerely yours. Amen. Yep. Rock on the sleep. Let's go. We saw that. We knew their tendencies, right? They come out of that dumbass cover 1. Cover 3, and then we go hurry up, make them go 0 on their ass, launch that bit. Look at that throw. Nothing but spirals, nothing but catching it. Bombs over Baghdad. I'm saying that. Bombs over Baghdad.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in.
But I dropped one of them bitches. You're gonna take your gay ass scholarship as a guy. No, I mean, I ain't gay. You holding up bitches. Oh my God, who that is? CJ Sadler. Not too many guys got their number 1 receiver / corner coming down on a kick return like that. Watch that streak, man, in that slot position. Anthony Davis Jr.
Defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Wants to fire on second down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided. They hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team.
Fair catch this. This ain't no run. I don't care what the scene look like. Fair catch it.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Still on his feet at the 45. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it to the right. Across the 20.
He's loose!
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown.
I mean, you saw that. That's disrespectful the way he ran. I don't know, man. Javi, who?
And he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offense.
What?
On the ground for the big fella.
Ray Doe, nigga. Red Doe. That's his name, dog. Deshaun Red Doe. Hitting with the El Nana. The El spin move. Stop playing with us, Trump.
Lining up to add another.
Ronnie wrong.
With that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house.
We want him to return it so somebody can break his neck.
This from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hope. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
How much y'all think we just gonna keep like y'all check the ball down? Nah, so I'm about to take a shot at some point.
On second down, looking to throw. Fires to the
Give me that.
right. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They go to the ground. Got room at the 35. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Now on 1st and 10 for the 26. He's going to pass. Finds a tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love finding those easy plays that I know are low risk. I'm going to get some positive yards, keep me ahead of the sticks, find my tight end, run another route, stay in the middle of the field.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Gotta talk about it, right? It's twice. That's twice on that route, on that same play, that the ball getting away from him. And my question is, this is what I'm going to question. Feet not set on the rollout, right? But when you just want to get the ball to who you want to get the ball to instead of who you need to get the ball to, because right now I'm throwing this right here. Like, you got a better throw to your dig route. I see it, but if you're not going to throw that to the pylon and you didn't, you fired that bitch regular as hell. Look at the trajectory of that. Your receiver is nowhere near that. Like, come on, man. That's twice. All right, you keep fucking around, Marshal.
Time dwindling away as they try to put
You try to have patience with your ass, but you gotta get out of that dumb shit. He will get his. He will get his. Your roommate, we ain't worrying about no Heisman or nothing like that. Stop forcing that man to fucking football.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
I mean, we're not calling that play like you had a great stretch off of it. You come back, and it's the right play call, but catch your feet. Get yourself, you outside the pocket. You can stop, square up, and launch it like you're supposed to instead of that dumb shit. Yeah, that's the move, man.
And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
Like, you do know your boy already got in the end zone today, right?
The Jayhawks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll return it.
So they talked to Coach Prime right after halftime, and he said he's in a battle with his quarterback right now. And his quarterback went 5 wide, so they giving it to him. They won't let him go Omaha. They let him go Omaha right now. This is what he want right here. This is what he want. He want this so he can just read the field and do what he wants. This is what he asking for.
Very productive play. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense.
You got me twisted. Oh yeah, love.
Second down, he'll let it fly.
Got me twisted. Oh yeah, love. Let him go Omaha 2 move, man. Just leave him alone, bro. We go under center, run the ball. Let that man do what he do. Got him out here with 2 picks and you want to be under center. Hey man, the NFL wants to see if you can run play action under the center. So far today, both your play action under center plays, that you got the shot. They giving you levels, right? Throw the check down, throw the crosser, and both times you threw the crosser and throw it behind your receiver and threw picks. So I mean, what we talking about?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Movement here from the tight end.
I'm trying to set up the UCF over there. I think he's very blitz. But he should turn that shit up. He's turning it up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on
The way they playing football right now, they want to get the fuck up out of there. They coming out in these heavy ass
That's kind of
formations.
surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going.
Taking the fight out of these niggas.
But now what's your counter coach? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
We in the stadium.
What up, coach?
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave him the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
There you go. All right, I'm done. You're not throwing that fucking pass no more. Damn. Stop being
Coach, we've been here. I just was driving.
Bro, he out here struggling under center on the play action trying to hit this same crosser. All 3 times I called that play, he threw a pick on it. And they playing man to man, they give him a look, but I don't, man, he wilding today. It's almost like he can't roll out and throw to the right today. Oh my God. Give me that. Luckily we got this type of defense. Jesus Christ.
I seen it.
3 times though. You go from, come on, bro, 7 interceptions in the last 2 games, dog.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Thank God they quarterback shitty as hell and all scared. We out here scared as hell throwing them dumbass passes. I'm gonna block that shit. Oh, Peyton ain't happy with his son right now, man. He ready to sit his little dumb ass down.
North Texas is going to walk off the field there in Denton with a much-needed victory.
It's looking like arm strength or lack thereof.
Yeah, like on a rollout though, like that's a you know what I mean that's a play action rollout pass. I ain't setting my feet. We coming right back to it. Once we get the stop, we coming right back to it.
Keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That kid James Johnson starting to play really well for us.
How well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They went right back to him, and he went right back down.
That one in the red zone was a late read.
Serious work.
Yeah.
They want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall.
Bro, that's just bad defense. You know they're not going downfield, but yet we want to be covering like we got.
On first and 10. Trying to move them on the counter.
They just want to get the fuck out of there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Underheat, he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
God damn it.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Jayhawks have this offense rolling. The give. Shoots his way from home.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot less.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're in a huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find
There you go.
Here and let him.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
No, they're in your room somewhere. You had them. I'm broadcasting. I'm in the game. I'll come help you find them. Give me a second. I got you. Oh no. Oh my God. You know what? I'm about to take him off the field. Not the quarterback, the receiver, bro. He about to come the fuck off the field. You tripping, my nigga. You keep trying to throw the ball to your boy, and you ain't reading the field right now. You got the corner out there, and then you get hit, dumbass. Oh my God. You know what? We about to sit him, Ran. I promise you, about to sit his ass.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense.
He can't even. Yeah, they fucking us up. I'm punting the ball, bro. I don't believe this shit. Shit got me frustrated as fuck right now. Yeah, nah, fuck that. That's Coach Klein making that call. Now go sit on the sideline and talk to these motherfuckers. What's up with you right now, bro? God damn. This nigga a loose cannon that time. He's starting to show himself a little bit. He's starting to show himself a little bit.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The hand to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he couldn't quite get to the marker.
Chopper style, chopper style.
And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. A high kick. Let's see if he can put it back, leaving their own end.
It's the, okay, I know what it is. It's the fucking wind.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me,
There you go. You know the wind blowing on that other side, right? You see how he can't throw to the right comfortably right now. Because even that bomb I threw, that shit, it was an underthrown ball. I think it's the wind. I'm going to tell you right now. Yep. Look, 12 miles per hour. That's the problem. You can't cut that bitch through the wind. What's up with your arm power? You called it, Rand. Throw power. You called it. The wind blowing 12 miles per hour to the right side of the field. That's the problem. You can't cut that bitch off the play action. You can't cut it through. Uh-oh.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back.
Yeah, right by that shit, bro.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away.
You there running the screen, bro.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Coming after it. Hit hard just
Bro, they motherfucking, they fucked him up. What they want to do?
get it to the receiver. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
They fucked my receiver up once I said.
This guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Offense in the hurry up. They'll run play action. They're trying to get to it.
Oh my God. Punt the ball.
Well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down.
Come on, fucking catch him more.
3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off to the lone back.
There you go. Oh, come on.
How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, what a break. Great job following the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, following the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 50. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. He's got the ball. That one's live. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
That RB mean business.
Yeah, boy. That last couple of running backs we played been on that type of time.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Running back searching for a hole. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Flying down the right side.
But he knew everything. He's standing on business. Fuck meaning it. That's standing on it. Dude, it's your door. That's your door. He's special. It took him a little bit this season to come on, right? Like, he literally started to get better, like, at around week 7. You started to see, like, yeah, he's different now. You start feeling his speed. Start to see, like, he really starting to see the game slow down for him.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin? All right, guys, want to update you on...
I got you, too. I just seen this up.
Second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one. Even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country, they're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yo, that's my fault, bro. I threw a back shoulder and didn't get to it myself, bro. Come on. What the fuck is going on? That was a hell of a throw, too. Oh, my God.
The stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! And the beatdown has ensued. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And he makes the extra point.
Fucking dot.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's going to run it, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short.
This nigga ain't even looking to throw. Fucking bum.
Obviously, you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right
Get the fuck, yo! This is my joystick or something, bro? God damn! I can't control these motherfuckers today. Oh, we having a problem on stick. Come on, man.
This game is almost certainly decided.
That was a guaranteed pick. I just stitched.
Next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies the stadium.
That nigga loose. He's loose.
It's always so exciting because you don't see him very often. You gotta go so many yards, 80, 90 yards.
I knew for sure that was a pick.
Yeah, bro, I did that though. That's the third time I've done that, bro. Where I'm like on that back shoulder, I couldn't control him and get him back there, and then on that I clicked on him, but I guess I don't know what the fuck I just
That
did.
was special.
Yeah, that was nasty.
The kick is up.
The first interception I threw, I did the same thing. I clicked on the receiver and moved him completely away from the ball. At least them be able to contest that shit, to like fight for it with him. I could have avoided that pick. He walked that shit. That was nasty.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out.
Damn, boy, why are you so tired?
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Line gets set. First down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got the back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yo, these running backs is tough. No matter if they catching the football or running it, that motherfucker's tough.
Their own 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Jayhawks will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Trying to play a little field position with
Hey, bro, this shit.
high punt. Now a fair catch is called for it, maybe just shy of midfield. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Got it in stride at the 15. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone. had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play for the 40. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Those niggas try to lower his shoulder. He's tripping.
And excellent vision
All right.
to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop.
We need to get this linebacker off the field. This nigga purple.
At the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he makes a catch. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Wiggles free. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Lynch. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with their field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of their way with their finger.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give as they work on that clock. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Buffaloes will move the sticks with the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Offense set on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Running with power. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They should have their football cover stripped away and never allowed to go inside a stadium again. They're punting in the red zone. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They're bringing heat.
Yeah, he's running right by the nigga.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Oh my God.
Grab down the field there as they try to at least put a
Yeah, I've been off on using him today. Real talk.
and crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown.
Oh my God, I ain't squaring him up or nothing. I just went for the pick on and try to pick that shit. Gotta square him up.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Old Dominion rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there at Balloon Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
I can't even go after that.
And it's not
A lot of caught that out of one over.
Defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Stop.
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Got enough space. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively. And
We saw some of his situations today, man. Trying to cut through the window on them passes, man. I don't know.
No doubt. Good job by this coach.
I don't like that.
Who's out there to make
Now, granted, the 3 pretty much forces, but like, come on.
That's going to do it for us.
We struggle with you during the day, too.
I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let's go check it out, coach.